Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Killot404 and today I want to talk about Call of Duty Ghosts and the graphics of the new game and what this means for each individual console. So already we know with the Xbox One conference, like this is the first time that we've ever seen next generation graphics on a next generation console like the Xbox One and the PS4 on the new game, of course, called Call of Duty Ghosts. Infinity Ward mentioned in the press conference that they have a new engine to power their new game, and as you might have known already, Infinity Ward made a video talking about what their new engine can do. They gave examples like, you know, tattoo on the dog's ears, the face models are more realistic, and the hand models are so beautiful now. They were beautiful at the time, but they're even more beautiful now. You can even see the dirt underneath the fingernails, you know. It was kind of funny when I saw the video, but you guys might have already seen that video, and basically, like, you know, what I was just trying to say, it kind of shows off what the new engine can do. And, you know, the lead animator, Zach Volker, over at Infinity Ward was talking about the new engine, and he's already confirmed that this new engine isn't 100% a new engine built from the ground up. Rather, it's kind of a revamped version of the old engine that they've used to power older Call of Duty games. So basically, you know, they're kind of using the same engine, maybe just a little bit more buffed up with the new power that the Xbox One gives. So that's why they consider it a brand new engine. And this is not going to be an argument about, you know, Infinity Ward is lazy and they just want to play it safe and all that. I kind of do feel for Infinity Ward because it's almost impossible to build a new engine from the ground up in only 2 years of development time. So, you know, the better option, if you don't have time to make a new engine, the better option is just to improve the previous engine that you have and make it better with the power of the Xbox One. And that's what they've done. Zach Volker, the lead animator over at Infinity Ward, has confirmed that this engine is not 100% new. It's more of an updated version in the past. And this is kind of interesting right now to talk about, though, in terms of graphics, because now with this new generation, we kind of have this idea of diminishing returns of graphics, you know, when you play these new games. Of course, you know, with the PS2, let's say, to the PS3, that was a huge bump up in quality and graphics at the time, and that was like 6 years ago, right? That was a huge disparity at the time, but now it seems like with the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, to be honest, the graphics don't look necessarily super great, or that gap between the consoles isn't really so great as it was before, you know what I mean? And we get to this idea of diminishing returns on graphics, where graphics just only get just a little bit better over time, you know what I mean? They can't do this big grand change of graphics. They're not so mind-blowing that they look real, you know what I mean? It's just kind of a little bit better than what it was before. So that's kind of good for the Nintendo Wii U, speaking on graphics, because the disparity between the Wii and the Xbox 360 was huge. Remember that? And that kind of led developers, a lot of developers, not to develop for the Wii, just for the simple fact that the Wii didn't have the processing power to match up with the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Now, though, with this next generation console race, you know, between Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Wii U, that disparity is no longer such a big deal anymore, because we've already kind of established right here that the graphics aren't so much better. So it kind of makes sense now that any game that's going to be coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One has a higher chance to be coming out for the Nintendo Wii U than you know, a whole generation before, when the Wii didn't have enough processing power to match up with the other consoles. So this is pretty good for Wii U owners. This kind of information suggests that maybe Nintendo was right in actually making the power of the Wii U what it is, instead of trying to develop it even further, because when you spend so much money developing it even further, the outcomes aren't so successful. Again, this diminishing returns concept comes into play. So, you know, talking about Call of Duty Ghosts on the Nintendo Wii U now, it's going to be interesting to talk about this, because we can lead up to this question of the graphics of Ghosts on the Wii U and what kind of graphics that game will have on the console. It's pretty interesting, like we already know. The Xbox One is way more powerful than Nintendo Wii U, and the Wii U is more in line with the Xbox 360 and PS4. So from a spec standpoint, you know, just from logic, it doesn't really seem that we're going to be getting these brand new enhancement graphics. I'm sorry, we're not going to get the tattoo on the dog's ear, we're not going to get realistic faces, and we're not going to get dirt under the fingernails. Maybe not to that extent, but still, you know, I think the Wii U, of course, can still contend with the Xbox 360 and PS3. No doubt, it's obvious, right, that that's going to be the case. But the thing that I want to bring up now is the fact that, you know, this is a new console, right? The Wii U is a new console, and Activision even says themselves that they consider this a next-generation console. And, you know, over the years, when the developers work on the console, it takes time for them to get used to the console. And it just tends to be, you know, like, as a trend, right? It seems like when a developer works on a new console, the first generation of games, they look alright, but when they get get into the years and years and years into development, the games look a lot more better and better and better. We can look at this from the Wii standpoint, from going from World at War all the way to Modern Warfare 3. When you look at World at War on the Wii, man, that game was terrible. It looked so bad, low resolution, it was so blurry and blotchy and things like that. And when you go over and develop more games over time, going all the way to Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii, that game looks like a really good Wii game. I'm going to say right now, it looks beautiful for a Wii U game, or for a Wii game, excuse me. The graphics look a lot better than they were before, and the textures were so much more real. Remember the red camo and the blue tiger camo and things like that? Those things made, the Wii version stand out among other Wii games, me personally, and I think that they did a good job in terms of graphical power for the Wii on Modern Warfare 3. So, going with the same idea now to the Wii U, with Black Ops 2 being the first game ever developed by these developers for Call of Duty on this console, maybe, later down the years when they have more time to work with the Wii U, they can actually make the graphics even more better, and maybe we can get to the point where we get those, special enhancement features that the Xbox One has over to the Nintendo Wii U. That would be the most ideal thing, and I hope that does work out to be true, of course, because, like I said, the Wii U is a next generation console. I feel like, it deserves to get worked on, it deserves to get developed on, and improved on, and so you can get the better graphical fidelity in the future. I hope that's true. Anyway, that's the commentary, guys. It's going to be really interesting to see how the developers go down these paths, and hopefully it leads towards a path of development on the Nintendo Wii to make it even better than what we've already seen on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Nintendo Wii U. Hopefully the future games of Call of Duty on the Nintendo Wii U look way, way better than Black Ops 2 is. So that's pretty much it. My name is Kilot44. I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion, and I'm out of here, guys. Until next time, sayonara. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you would, please like and favorite the video as it helps my YouTube channel grow. You can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and finally, you can click on the annotations on screen to watch more videos of mine. Thank you very much for supporting me, Kilot44, and the Nintendo Wii U.